Hi, this is Devious Arts, member of the Immersive Realms team. You may also recognize my voice from my weekly reports for the What's in the Tank portion at the end of Mutants and Masterminds Monday, or MUMAMO as it's affectionately called, on the Green Ronin Publishing YouTube channel.
And I'm Jeff, aka Spider Monkey, CEO of Immersive Realms. Both Devious and I love Mutants and Masterminds and Foundry VTT. That's why about 2.5 years ago, we started talking about how we could make the most immersive superhero role-playing game experience possible using both. That started us down the road of partnering with Green Ronin to bring the official version of Mutants and Masterminds to Foundry.
This is a tour of the character sheet for the new official Mutants and Masterminds on Foundry VTT module. This tour presumes that you have a working knowledge of Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition game system, and if you don't, that's the place to start, as understanding the game system will help you understand the character sheet much better.
So the character sheet has a name, a tagline, power level, and character art at the top right, as well as the token image on the left. You can see a switch that allows you to change the character sheet from play mode to edit mode.
Play mode enables you to play the game without the risk of affecting the equations and calculations that help you create your character. It's a streamlined method of play that gets the math of the character creation out of the way and lets you get right to the game.
Edit mode lets you create your character and move PowerPoints around when either creating your character for the first time or during character progression in the future. In edit mode, you'll notice that there is a bar directly below the header, but above the tabs on your character sheet.
If you press the arrow on the left of that bar, the drop-down will give you full calculations as to where your points have been allocated for your abilities, advantages, skills, powers, and defenses on the left, and on the right, it'll show you your total starting power points.
Additionally, you have a section where you can enter your earned points and any miscellaneous points the GM has determined you have. The power level on the bar above determines the number of power points you start with. When you revert to play mode, there's no need for this drop-down, so it disappears and gets out of your way.
Below the main header are 5 different tabs that allow you to access different facets of your character. There's the Information tab, the Main Stats tab, the Power tab, the Miscellaneous tab, and the Combat tab.
The Information tab has particulars about your character such as player name, the secret identity, their affiliation, as well as personal information such as gender, height, weight, age, eye color, and hair color. In addition to this, there's a section for your complications, a description of your character, and a full background. In edit mode, you can open an edit window for background and description to get the information in there as well.
Complications you can add via drag and drop from the item menu, or you can simply add a generic complication by clicking on the plus button on the complications header and create one of your own instantly to customize when you're in edit mode.
The Main Stats tab has spaces for your abilities, your current damage and hero points, as well as initiatives, defenses, advantages, and skills. In play mode, you simply need to tap on either your individual ability, defense, or skills to automatically roll from the character sheet.
Both your advantages and skills have convenient mouse over tooltips that allow you to simply hover your mouse over the bar and get a detailed readout of the item in question. This tooltip feature is replicated throughout the character sheet for things like powers, modifiers, complications, and more.
Now's a good time to touch on one of the special features of the Mutants and Masterminds system on Foundry. That is the roll dialog box. Now normally, when you click on an ability, defense, or skill, the system will make a roll straight away to the chat window for you.
If you hold down the shift when you do, however, that's going to bring up the roll dialog box, which allows you to set a difficulty class, add a modifier, check off whether you'd like to use a hero point or not on the roll, as well as how many hero points you currently have. It'll allow you to change the roll mode or elect to make the roll part of a team check. You can also press routine if you're allowed to by your game master to take 10 on the roll. And once you've set the DC or added your modifiers, you can just press the roll button to continue with the roll or cancel button to cancel it. Now we're getting ready to get into where a lot of the magic happens on the character sheet, the Powers tab. Using drag and drop, you can pull a power, effect, extra, or flaw from the Items tab. Or in edit mode, you can click on the plus sign on the right of the Powers header bar and add a power, effect, extra, or flaw from the Compendium browser.
When you add an effect, it wraps it in a power for you to customize automatically. You can then add modifiers in edit mode simply by dragging different effects onto the power. You can freely modify the ranks of the power in edit mode, and it'll let you know how many points you've added to the power in the header for each power.
If you hold down Shift when you click on the plus in the power header bar, it opens up the Power Frameworks window, where you'll be allowed to select power frameworks like arrays, variables, power packages, linked powers, stacked powers, partially modified powers, and devices to place your powers in. Power or effect can be dragged into one of these power frameworks and it'll properly calculate the number of power points needed for that power.
After the Powers tab comes the Miscellaneous tab. This houses the space for equipment, vehicles, headquarters, and followers. Then comes the Action tab, where combat really comes alive, but
don't worry, we'll review those in a later video. In the meantime, we'll be posting videos every once in a while to show you what we've been up to.
Stay tuned, heroes. We've got a lot more to show you in the coming weeks.
Backerkit begins May 27th, and speaking of the Backerkit, you can find a link for the first teaser trailer as well as the link for the Backerkit preview page below, and make sure to follow to sign up for the notifications when it officially launches. Take care and keep fighting the good fight.